All right, got some questions for you. I need you to answer for me, young fella.
That's what I do.
State your name, please.
Cohen, aka Facts.
Okay, I need some facts of life, right quick. What's your views on sorry ass niggas, man?
Well, in order to know a sorry ass nigga, you gotta go way back, to where it begins. And sorry ass niggas pretty much stem from sorry ass parenting, sorry ass daddies, which goes back to sorry ass niggas that didn't take the time to teach their children how to be men. So, and women play a big part in it too. If you're a single mother, and you raising a son, you need to teach him how to be a good man. He just ain't gonna figure it out on his own. Then another reason women play a part in this shit, they allow niggas to be sorry. And instead of making them man up, they allow whatever they give them and shit. You can't get mad at them if you let them do it to you. That's all on you. So I can't really be mad at a sorry ass nigga because he only be sorry if you allow him to be. Sorry ass niggas are good with me, if you ask me. I have nothing against them. I mean, when it comes down to it, you gotta each tub gotta stand on his own bottom. So, if you allow it to rest on you, then shit, it is what it is. Wouldn't be sorry ass niggas if you didn't have folks allowing sorry ass niggas to exist, make a nigga stand up and man up. You know what I'm saying? Or accept the fact.
What about a sorry ass woman?
Shit, sorry ass woman really hard to come by these days. Women have been forced to kind of stand up, but you still got them women who look for the easy way out, who got all the brains and all the talent to do stuff, but they will sit back and relax and wait on the government or wait on somebody to come and hand them some shit out. So, I really like to say I'm not into preaching hate. I don't want to talk hate because I don't really hate a sorry nigga nor a sorry bitch, but the problem lies still that most sorry bitches end up with sorry ass kids, and they pass that on, and sorry niggas ain't around to do any different. So my feelings on sorry women is that, it's gonna come a time where you have to let that go, where being sorry is not an option, where you have to man up. And I think pretty much for the most part women end up coming out of it quicker than a man, because a child will create that. But I've ran into some bitches that got kids and that are too sorry to take care of them. So them the ones that I really have a dislike for.
Well, let me ask you, is it possible for a man to be a father to his child even if they don't get along with the mama? Whose fault would that be?
Well, and this is an issue that I face head on. I have a lot of women tell me all the time, you can be a good father and not be having associations with the mama, and I agree to a certain extent. You don't have to be in love or you don't have to have a relationship with the mother, but a relationship with a child that's not continuous. It's like working out one time a week and thinking you're gonna gain muscle mass. The effects that you'll have on your child's life by seeing them every other weekend or every other holiday or every other summer will be pretty much 50% to me. You're not giving them everything you have. So I totally disagree with you could be a great father and not have a relationship with the mother. I mean, even if y'all are not together, the better relationship is with the mother, the better the relationship is with the woman, the better relationship is with your child. So we need to learn how. And probably if we learn that before we have kids, we won't be in a predicament. If we learn how to be better friends and better people toward each other and better lovers and better this and better that, then we won't even have this situation occur. So it all stems back. Everything stems back to the beginning and the basis of life and where you're trying to go. But I disagree that you can be, as good a father. Not that you can't be a good father, but as good of a father as you can be if you was either in a relationship or you had a good relationship with the mother.
Okay. Can you find a good woman in the club?
It's good women everywhere. Sometimes good women, go to the place where they figure, they could be free and really not look for somebody. But end up finding niggas in the club all the time. So I think the vice versa with men. If you go to the club, you can find a good woman. The thing about it is if you go to that club often enough, you got to see how many times that woman leave, with somebody, and that might tear the difference. Good people don't always do good things, and finding them in a club might not be the best place to find them for the simple fact that, they're not showing their best qualities. But there are good women in the club, in case that's where you want to go to look.
How many have you ran into the club?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I would rather run into one in the club than in the church. You see what I'm saying? Because you have this persona in church, you think you finna get God-fearing Christian. You know what I'm saying? At least in the club, it's a chance that the woman you dealing with is full of demons. It might end up getting wild or loose. Possibility is great. But you deal with a woman in the church, you got this front up automatically that y'all Christians or whatever, and you it's hard to really base a relationship off that. Plus, everybody, like I say, it always comes down to the fact that everybody put up the screen. And I'd rather deal with a real woman that's real enough to say, hey, I party on Saturday. I might go to church on Sunday, but you're going to find me in the club on Friday or Saturday. I'd rather deal with that type woman.
What's your views on a nigga that's, how do I say this? It's thugging his style now.
Well, the thing about thugging is, people don't really, it's hard to say because folks don't really know the true meaning to a lot of things. Like it's love in style or it's being gay in style, and when you really break it down, it really ain't in style for the simple fact that a lot of folks are not willing to put in a full effort to do anything. So, to say you're a thug is because you sag or because because you may got a gun or maybe because you sold a couple of marijuana sticks or some shit don't necessarily make you a thug. Now, a real thug, they faded out a while back. And real thugs, and if they really thugs, they're starting to come around where you watch shows where they used to be thugs, but now they trying to keep folks from, them are real thugs because they done been through it all and they know that it ain't nothing to gain from being a thug. Now they're trying to help other people, but I don't even think thugging really still exists. A lot of folks say pimping and all that shit ain't died. A lot of folks say that, but a lot of this shit requires effort that in 2010, 2011, folks are not willing to put the effort in to do. That's my opinion. Sorry for all the guys who claiming that thug life, get the tattoos and shit, you know what I'm saying? When you got some bullet wounds, you got kilos, you know what I'm saying? You got motherfuckers who know your name in the street as a thug, then I apologize to you. But other than that, because you sagging and a couple of songs from 50 Cent or somebody like that don't make you a thug, and it's really out of pocket for me.
So why do you think some of these women are turning gay now? What's all that about?
Well, a true lesbian, first of all, I want to talk about this because, being gay and being bi and all that shit, I'm not into all that. I don't believe you can be bi. I think it's either straight or gay. Ain't no in between. If you fucking a dude and you a woman, you supposed to be. So we ain't gonna title that bi. We're gonna say it. But if you fuck with a woman, you gay. And it's just that simple. So we can exclude bisexual out of the whole mix. But the reason why I feel women become gay today is because you got some lazy ass, sorry ass niggas who do things because they want it in return. And anytime you do anything for somebody looking for something in return, you're not gonna give it your best. So, you got a bunch of guys who going down on women who, they going down there and just kind of playing around or whatever, spending as much time bullshitting as they can so that they can get some good head service. And they selfish. Niggas go in there and get to talking all this shit, I'm finna beat it up, and by 2 or 3 good pumps into the process, it's a done deal, and you leave this woman frustrated and upset, so she turns to another source, somebody that has the same idea, that's probably been through them moments of thinking they finna get some good thong and they don't get but a couple of good pumps. So niggas need to take time today and make sure that your woman is pleased. They gonna act or they gonna put on the front until you really put it down. Then you will be able to tell the difference. Guys can't tell the difference between a real orgasm or a fake one, or a woman being into love making or just laying out and waiting on you to get finished because they ain't taking the time to put in the effort. That's why I feel some women are turning gay these days.
So it ain't no more curiosity? It's just the niggas fought off the muscle.
Everybody that try things don't necessarily, I wouldn't as a man try to be with another man because that's just not gonna happen, period. So any guys out there that got that in your head, you can let that go. But being curious is one thing, you know what I'm saying? To partake in a sexual act with the same sex, to be curious is one thing, but to actually go into an actual relationship or a committed relationship or to continue to be with women, I think that's more leaning toward the guys not taking the time because of guys hurting women, and I don't get that. And for you lesbian women, it ain't different. You go in a relationship with a woman, and it's the same shit as a man, except you don't have a dick or a real dick in between you two. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. You're gonna argue. You're gonna have women that cheat. You're gonna have women that don't come home. You're gonna have women that don't want to work. You know what I'm saying? So, if that's just your thing, that's your thing. I'm not here to judge you. I mean, I'm happy for you. If licking and getting licked is what you want to do, that's fine with me. But it's the same drama. It's the same shit. You really gotta work on yourself as an individual. Running to the opposite sex is just running from the fact. And I'm the facts, and I'm gonna let you know.
So they're running from you.
Well, of course, if you're going to mess with women, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't mind watching, but you know what I'm saying? It ain't really a place for me. You know what I'm saying? You got to make a place for a man, and man got to make a place for a woman, and it ain't really no place.
So why do you think some relationships don't last?
Well, that goes without saying. Relationships are often jumped into, meaning that people don't take the time to learn one another. Or you might be in a situation where you think you're learning one person, and then all of a sudden you wake up and you got a different person. You know what I'm saying? But your love is already there, so you try to stick it out and try to maintain. But really, when you fell in love with this person, it's hard to love another person. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to love somebody that's totally different. And people being fake with each other. People fronting and this and that. If you ain't got no job, man, look, you ain't got no job. That don't mean you ain't looking for a job, but you trying to do better. But all lying, all that, I do this and I do that, and being able to prove to a certain extent that you got, or the person that you with not willing to look beyond what you telling them, and it makes for a real horrible relationship.
Is there a way to even look past the bullshit with somebody?
It's always red flags. I don't care who you are, how good you are, gaming, how good. Most guys are not really running game on women. You got women that are looking for something so hard that they're looking past what it is that they got. You know what I'm saying? So if I really want to be with somebody to the point where I'm going to look past what it is that's right in front of me, I mean, if you come, like I say, it's red flags everywhere. You got to be willing to look beyond that, and that don't mean not enjoy your fairy tale part of the relationship, because the first couple of months is fairy tale part. You want to enjoy that, but a person, they don't change. They can act like something is different, but they really are who they are. So you have to be able to look beyond the bullshit. Be real with yourself. Be willing to accept the fact I might be able to hang out with this person. You ought to be able to tell within the first 15 minutes of a conversation with somebody if there's somebody you're going to be with, somebody that you're going to have sex with, or somebody you're going to be friends with. Them three things are guaranteed in the first 15 minutes of a conversation, whether they being real or not. It's up to you to find these things, because it's your happiness and your feelings that are being involved.
Okay, well, we running out of space on this one here, so we're gonna wrap this up with actual facts.
Hawking it out, baby.
Hawking it out. Hawk me down.
Hawk me down. Okay, it is what it is.
That's it.